Triple tanggaling formula. Tanggal ang sebo, tanggal ang bakterya.
Pahit para walang bahid, linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. Number one ko to. Tanggaling-galing mo, Smart Dishwashing Paste. ACS.
Sa lahat ng bagay, simula pa lang, siguraduhing max protection na. Kasi pag kulang ang proteksyon, baka madaling masira. Sa ngipin, dapat may max protection din. Max sa alaga ng unique toothpaste. With Max Protect Formula, help stop cavities before they start, while keeping breath fresh. Try unique maximum fluoride protection. Para max alaga, max protektado.
ACS.
Wow, ang saya. Isang barangay na labada, puro mancha pa. Goodbye, pahinga.
Mommy, isang laba lang yan sa Pride Bar Blue. May powerful stain-away enzymes na malupit sa dumit mansya.
At di masakit sa kamay.
Isang laba lang yan.
Hello, pahinga.
Hello, Pride Bar Blue. ACS.
May nagbago. May arte. May budget. Akala nyo lang yon.
So solid. White Rose Papaya, wow, white rose. White Rose Papaya, wow, white rose. White Rose Papaya. May glow up with White Rose Papaya.
White Rose Papaya. May puti power times 2 kasi may papaya at niacinamide. May shea butter and tea tree oil pa. Kutis sulit ang glow
May
up.
glow up with White Rose Papaya.
White Rose Papaya. Kutis sulit ang glow up.
ACS.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate,
Oh.
putik, may libag pa!
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at madupit na dumit mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon!
All you need is pride. All you need is pride. ACS.
Sinisiguro kong tama ang aking choices. Tamang pagkain, lifestyle, at ang partner ko, MX3 Capsule. Gawa ito sa ISO at GMP certified na planta. Tested and proven na may alpha, beta at gamma mangosteen. Helps avoid knee joint pain discomfort. Iwas-iwas sa sakit. Kailangan lang na long-term ang pag-inom. 2 capsules araw-araw. MX3, dito ako believe.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulong ang damit.
Charm Fabcon. Bangong kumakabloom. Tanggal amoy kulog. Sa bango ng charm.
Kaya gamit ko, Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh technology. Kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries. Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa charm.
Charm Fabcon.
ACS. Galalala Fabcon. Galalala Fabcon. Ang bango ng sampayan. Tara na magsayawan.
Calefabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful!
Galalala Fabcon. Galalala Fabcon. Ang bango ng sampayan. Tara na magsayawan.
Calefabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful!
Tinesting, sinuri, siniyasan. Ang resulta? Super effective ang Shield sa pagpatay ng bakterya at virus. Shield Antibacterial Soap. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association. At si Mami,
Tiwala ako sa Shield.
Shield Antibacterial Soap. Napatunayang mabisa. Ang mga nurse, tiwala.
ACS. Galalala Fabcon. Galalala Fabcon. Ang bango ng sampayan. Tara na magsayawan.
Calefabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful!
Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. Nandito naman tayo sa inyong paboritong programang Kaimian sa DCRH. Sa hapon na mainit pa rin, bumabati kami sa inyo. Partner Cory, kahit wala kang back screen,
Nawawala
okay ka pa rin.
ang green screen. Okay, eto na. Happy Mother's Day sa lahat ng mga nanay dito sa Pilipinas.
Ay, including our mother here in this program. Happy Mother's Day to you, Cory.
Yes, thank you. At sa lahat ng mga single parent na nanay at tatay din sila, di ba, sa kanilang pamilya.
Yes, tama. Happy, healthy, hopeful Mother's Day sa lahat. Ating kaya mo natin. Magandang hapon.
Siyempre, my mother turned 91, still alive. Happy Mother's Day. Of course, the mother of my children, di ba? Alam mo, debate yan eh, di ba? Minsan kasi nakakaligtaan ko na magpadala ng bulaklak. Di ba? Kasi kagaya nito, kaka-wedding anniversary lang namin, 36. So, nagpadala akong bulaklak. So, minsan nagsalita ako na, you are not my mother. Sabi ko sa misis ko. Your children recognize you as their mother. But you're not my mother. Tapos sinagot ako, but I'm the mother of your children.
Correct.
Hindi na ako nakasagot. Di ba? Kaya may dadating na naman bulaklak bukas.
Kung hindi, outside ako lambo ka na naman.
Ganun yun eh. Di ba? Your mother, your grandmother, iba pa yung grandmother's day, iba pa pala yun. The mother of your children and the siblings that are mothers, happy Mother's Day. So, tama ka, Cory, mayroong mga single mother, may mga married na mother. Pero at the end of the day, ang importante, bigyan natin ng parangal ang lahat ng mothers all over the world. Sa totoo lang. Dahil sila, ang ilaw, di ba? Ang ilaw ng tahanan. Totoo yan. Ako, I know that, di ba?
So, anong
kagaya namin, di ba?
Anong mensahe mo, partner Ricky, sa inyong ilaw ng tahanan? I-share niyo sa
maraming, to the mothers, to my mother, to the mother of my children, thank you. Thank you for all that you do, being the light of the house. At malalim yun, kasi siyempre, ang ama, mahigpit, di ba? Kami ni Emel, mababait kami sa mga anak namin. Mababait anak namin. Pero pag sinabi namin, hindi pwede. Diba? We are the enforcer. Diba? Ang mother nandyan kasi siya ang hawak kamay. Diba? Ngayon, minsan baliktad yun. Hindi naman pwede parehong hawak matigas. Kailangan yung isa. Diba? In parenting, Cory, diba? Hindi naman pwedeng pareho kayong galit. Kung sa bata, kailangan yung isa. Si Emel nga, di ba? Ilan ba yung Maria mo, Emel? 3?
3 Maria.
Imagine bringing up three beautiful girls. Siyempre, merong mahigpit. Siguro sa inyo, ang misis mo mahigpit, Emel.
Yes. Hindi.
Ikaw ang mahigpit.
Ako.
Ikaw masisito. Tama.
Ayan.
Mag-aasawa na ba yung isa, Emel? Yung isang anak mo? Hindi pa, wala pa. Wala pa plano?
Next year.
Yan. Ako, 4 na ang babae kong... Ako, Cory, 4 na ang babae kong nag-asawa na. Mahirap yun, Mahirap yun na ilalakad mo down the aisle at i-present mo sa Alam mo yung huling linakad ko, Cory, sabi ko, pwede ba tayo umatras?
Bakit? Kasi dahil mahal.
Siyempre, palagi ko sinasabi yun. Yung anak ko na kinasal last year, pwede ba tayo umatras? Yung anak ko kinasal sa Madrid. Pwede pa tayo bumalik sa Pilipinas. Pero
remember, walang expiration date ng paper manual.
hindi. At saka, alam mo, siyempre, kailangan magkabuhay yun, magkaroon ng asawa at magkaroon ng anak. Di ba? Yun ang circle of life. Di ba?
Yeah.
The circle of life.
So,
Pagka kinontra mo kasi yun Meron nga akong comment na, sorry na talaga, I couldn't believe it. Yung mga kaibigan kong may asawa din yung mga anak.
Yeah.
O sabi ko, ilan na ang apo mo? Aba, sabi ng isa, wala pa nga eh. Sabi ng isang doktor ang kaibigan ko, bakit? Aso na lang daw. Aso na lang.
Tuta, iniiwan sa bahay.
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, sige. Aso ha, meron ka rin aso, di ako kontra sa aso, pero kapag kinagat ka niyan, sige ka. Yung bata, kinagat ka, okay ka pa, masaya ka pa. Kinagat.
Tama. Ilan pa mga Maria mo ang mag-aasawa?
Isa na lang ang hindi pa nag-aasawa. Pero ang boys ko, 3 pa eh.
Uy,
Mukhang nagpaplano yung doktor ko next year eh. Pero tingnan natin yan. So happy Mother's Day sa lahat ng mothers. At bago tayo magpunta doon sa DAR, gusto ko lang magkomentaryo dito sa nagaganap ng mga pag-aresto, di ba? Itong mga kaganap. Isa lang ang comment ko, Cory.
Ano yun?
Ang journalist, kagaya, and I've lived as a journalist all my professional life. We follow certain ethical standards. Hindi porket nakapagsulat ka na, nagkomentaryo ka na, okay ka na, hindi. Now I realize, as a reporter of the Philippine Star for many years, parang eskwelahan yan. Kasi araw-araw nagsasabit ka ng storya. In my case, may photo pa. I learned how to develop my black and white pictures in a photo lab. Araw-araw nagsasabit ka ng storya. Araw-araw ka sinisita ng editor na ito, dapat ganito, ganyan. Kasi merong certain standards yung traditional media, kagaya natin sa broadcast. We follow 10 standards sa atin sa broadcast sa KBP, di ba? Si Emel nga, Cory, mag-exam eh. Di ba? Kasi nga, gusto rin niya, magkaroon siya ng card ng KBP. Kami ni Cory matagal na eh. Ako nga, lifetime member na, di ba? But the traditional media follows certain standards. Strict standards. Ethical standards on responsible journalism. Kasi babalikan ka pag naging irresponsible. Diba, Cory? Hindi ito, sige na, Facebook, social media. Hindi. You live by a certain code. There is a code of ethics in print, in broadcast, and I think that's what's lacking in social media. There is no ethical standard. Nagkaroon lang ng platform, birada na. Now, the thin line between a media person, a legitimate journalist, and a fly-by-night or yung nagkaroon lang ng platform, malaki yun. Malaking pagkakaiba yun. Diba? Hindi ka nga pwedeng nagde-dwell into journalism, pero operator ka rin. Hindi pwede. Kailangan ma-distinguish mo yung dalawang yan. Kung media ka. Operator ka, operator. Huwag mo sabihin na ako ay media operator. Hindi pwede. Kasi may kaakibat na responsibilidad ang pagsalita sa broadcast, sa radyo, sa television, at mag-publish ng storya sa dyaryo.
At sa mga tungkulin na yan.
Mabigat. At yun ang siguro kailangan pag-usapan. Kasi dito tayo
natin.
Correct. O kung meron ka sasabihin man, sigurado kang it went through a process of research at hindi basta gusto mo sabihin.
Tama. I agree
Anyway,
that.
so oras natin anyway, yan lang ang aming statement. So oras natin 4:60 ng hapon. Siyempre, balita mula sa Department of Agrarian Reform sa pangunguna ni Senator Conrado Estrada III. Go ahead, Emer.
230 million
Nasabi.
proyekto na. Yan, 230 million proyekto ng DAR. Magdadala ng mas mabilis na biyahe at masaganang ani sa Eastern Visayas. Sa Paulo Leyte, mas mabilis na biyahe, mas maayos na ani at mas mataas na kita ang mararanasan ng mga magsasaka. Sa Eastern Visayas, matapos ipamahagi ng Department of Agrarian Reform o DAR ang 230 million halaga ng mga proyekto. Kabilang dito ang mga farm-to-market roads, FMRs, at isang communal irrigation system na nagpapadali ng transportasyon ng ani, nagpapababa ng gastos, at nagpapataas ng produksyon ng Agrarian Reform Beneficiaries o ARB.
Sa ginanap na turnover ceremony sa Tacloban City, ipinaliwanag ng mga opisyal ng DAR ang benepisyo ng mga proyektong ito. Sinabi ni Joseph Angelo Martinez, Undersecretary ng DAR for Support Service Office, kapag maayos ang kalsada, mas mabilis at mas mura ang pagdala ng ani. Kapag may patubig, mas sigurado ang ani. Ibig sabihin nito ay mas mataas na kita.
Yeah. Sa ibang lugar sa reyon.
Sa iba't ibang lugar ng reyon, ramdam na ang pagbabago. Ito na, sa Paulo Leyte, ang 1.5 kilometer road mula sa Cabarasan, Daku hanggang San Agustin na nagkakalagang 25 million ay nakikinabang ang mahigit na kumulang 1,977 na tao or 420 hanggang 460 na kabahayan. Kabilang ang 667 ARBs, ang 4.10 kilometer kalsada mula sa San Agustin hanggang Kagumbang ng magkakalaga ng 45 million ay lalo pang nagpapadali ng transportasyon at kalakalan. Emer.
At sa San Miguel, Leyte, ang 1.9 kilometer bahay farm to market road na nagkakalaga ng 35 milyon ay pakikinabangan ng 1,600 katao o 350 kabahayan. Kabilang ang 107 ARBs, mas mabilis na nilang naihahatid ang kanilang ani. At sa Calbayan City, ang 2 milyong kalsada mula sa Kanhumadak hanggang Helino ay pakinabangan ng mahigit 1,000 residente at nagbabawas ng hanggang 30 minutong biyahe. Ang Mabagdok Communal Irrigation System ay sumasaklaw ng 20 hektarya at nagkakalaga ng 1 milyon ay nagbibigay daan upang makapagtanim ng 3 hanggang 4 na beses sa isang taon.
Sa Tarangan, Samar, ang 1,836 kilometrong kalsada mula sa Mahacob hanggang Santo Niño ay nagkakahalaga ng 12 million pesos. Ay nagdurugtong sa mga liblib na komunidad. Sa Oras, Eastern Samar, ang 100 million network ng farm-to-market roads na may habang 3.1 kilometro ay nag-ugnay sa iba't ibang barangay at nagpapabilis ng transportasyon ng produkto. Ayon kay DAR Eastern Visayas Regional Director Robert Anthony makakatulong ang mga produktong ito. Emer.
Yes, nagpahayag ito ng pasasalamat si CIS recipient Wilfredo Senario, 59 na taong gulang, sa ngalan ng mga benepisyaryo. At binigyang diin ang epekto nito sa kanilang pagsasaka. Sabi niya, malaking tulong ito sa amin dahil maasa lang kami sa ulan. Ngayon, nakapagtanim na kami ng 3 hanggang 4 na beses. Kaya mas malaki ang kita.
Sa tulong ng maayos na kalsada at sapat na patubig, mas marami na ani ang mga magsasaka, mas kumita at natutustusan ang pangangailangan ng kanilang pamilya. Ang mga proyektong ito ay napapakita ng patuloy na pangako ng pamahalaan sa suporta ng mga magsasaka, hindi lamang sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng lupa, kundi sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng mga serbisyong kailangan nila upang magtagumpay. Maraming salamat, Secretary Conrad Estrella III, isang outstanding alumni ng De La Salle University. Sa oras nating 4:22 ng hapon, magbabalik po kami at pabalik namin kaagad. Makakausap natin at siyempre ang happy, healthy at iba pa. At mamaya, abangan si Ginoong Marlon Stockinger. Tuturuan tayo mag-maintain ng sasakyan bilang isang race driver. Yan. Standby po mga kaibigan. We'll be right back.
Ang oras na yan.
Fabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful.
Ang bango ng sampayan, tara na magsayawan.
Kala Fabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful.
No worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm Fabcon, bangong kumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng charm.
Kaya gamit ko, Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh Technology. Kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries. Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa charm.
Charm Fabcon.
ACS.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate, putik, may libag pa.
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at madupit na dumit mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon.
All you need is pride. All you need is pride. ACS.
Fabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful.
Ang bango ng sampayan, tara na magsayawan.
Kala Fabcon, amoy nakaka-joyful.
Tambalang Anthony Taberna at Jerry Baha ang gigising sa inyong umaga dahil lalatay ang humahagupit na diskusyon at komentaryo Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa 2x2. Alamin ang mga maiinit na isyung pambayan, mga balitang kailangan mong malaman, usapin sa pamahalaan, politika, ekonomiya at kabuhayan. Ito ang mga dapat mong malaman, pakialaman at pag-uusapan dahil kayo ang tinig ng mamamayan dito sa Damdaming Bayan. Live sa DZRH Radio, DZRH TV at DZRH Digital. Kasama sina Lakay, Deo Macalma at Elaine Apit. Araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Damdaming Bayan. Number 1 na naman ang inyong DZRH sa latest survey ng Kantar Media na inilabas nitong January 2026. Hindi lang sa Metro Manila, kundi pati rin sa Mega Manila. Patunay na DZRH lang ang inyong tunay at totoong pinagkakatiwalaan. Taos-puso po kaming nagpapasalamat sa inyong patuloy na pagtitiwala dahil ang DZRH
Pabalik po ang Kaya Mo Yan sa DZRH sa bahagi ito ng ating programa. Ito na ang inyong paboritong happy, healthy, at iba pa. Go ahead.
Yan, mga nanay. Oo, magugustahan nyo, mga nanay, ang ating tips para sa mga stressed na mga nanay. Napakadali po itong mga tips na ito at magugustuhan po ninyo. Matutuwa po kayo. Ito po ay top wellness tips o tinatawag na buhay hacks. Hacks, ha?
Buhay hacks.
Ibig sabihin, shortcut para sa mga mothers. Okay. Ang unang hack para sa atin ay obserbahan po natin ang 2-minute rule. Ano yung 2 minutes? Ibig sabihin, kung let's say, kailangan natin gawin ng isang gawain, kahit ano yon, na 2 minuto lang, gawin mo na ngayon din. Kasi pag pinag-iipon mo ang lahat ng mga 2-minute tasks, ma-overwhelm ang ating sistema. Malinaw? Example, kung iinom po tayo ng tubig, ilang minuto para inumin yon, di ba? Habang umiinom po tayo, mag-neck exercise tayo. Para 2 minutes na yun. Yan mga nanay, ang stress, napakasimple. Neck exercise. Paikot-ikot lang, pero hinay-hinay lang. So yan ang 2 minutes. Ito naman, 10 minutes. Ano yung 10 minutes? Sinasabi ng mga eksperto, ang 10-minute paglalakad or walking ay mas magaling at mas maganda kesa na 0 minutes nagwo-walking tayo. So, a little exercise is better than no exercise. Yan ang sinasabi ng mga health experts. Pangatlo, habit stack. Ano yung habit stack? Ibig sabihin, pinagsasama-sama po natin ang old habits sa bagong habits. Ano ang ibig sabihin nun? Example, iinom ka ng kape. Okay? Isang bagay lang yun, di ba? Iinom ka lang ng kape. Ang gagawin natin ay ipagsasama po natin yung pag-iinom ng kape ng isa pang activity tulad ng 5 deep breaths. So, hihinga tayo ng malalim ng 5 beses. So, pagkatapos ng uminom ng kape, alam na natin na dapat po tayong gumawa ng breathing exercise. Okay, malinaw ba yon? O, let's example, nagdidilig po tayo ng mga halaman. Habang nagdidilig po tayo, meron din po tayong basong tubig para sa atin at iinom din po tayo ng tubig. Now, why? Kasi ang ating utak, ang gustong-gusto ng ating utak ay meron tayong autopilot na gawain. Ibig sabihin, hindi kailangan tandaan kung anong dapat gawin. Yung parang, it is something natural na pag didilig ka ng tubig, inom ka rin ng tubig.
Automatic.
So, merong power of connection. Ito naman, sa mga palaging nagbabasa, mga nanay, palaging nagbabasa o palaging, ayan, nag-i-scroll, tsaka gumagamit ang laptop, ito, 20-20-20 rule. Pinag-usapan na natin yan noon. Every 20 minutes,
Every 20 minutes.
titingin po tayo sa isang lugar na 20 feet away para ma-relax ang ating mga mata. Every 20 minutes, maghahanap tayo ng isang lugar sa kwarto natin na 20 feet away, titingin po tayo doon ng 20 seconds. Yan. Bakit? Magandang eye exercise po yun para hindi ma-strain ang ating eyes. Ito naman.
Very good.
Ito, magandang tip ito para sa mga gustong makontrol ang kanilang blood sugar. Para hindi po tayo magutom ng alas 3 ng hapon o alas 4 ng hapon. Naghahanap na tayo ng merienda. Bakit? Siguro kulang po tayo sa protina. So, ang sinasabi ng mga nutritionist, ang dapat natin gawin ay kumain ng protina bago kainin ang carbohydrate. Bakit?
Okay.
Mas mabagal ang pag-burn ng sugar sa ating katawan at hindi magi-spike ang sugar. So magiging kontrolado ang ating blood sugar kung uunahin po natin ang protina bago ang carbohydrates. Malinaw?
Protein first before carbohydrates.
Correct. Tapos ito pa, budget hack. Magkano ba yung isang itlog? 6 na piso o 8 piso isang itlog?
Depende sa laki.
Yeah, okay. Let's say 8 pesos.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Ang protina ng kailangan ng katawan ay nasa isang itlog na 8 pesos lang. So, mura lang, di ba? Ang ating healthy diet for insulin resistance prevention. Yan.
Okay.
Ito naman. Yung worry window natin. Lahat tayo, meron tayong worry window. Okay? What does it mean? Sa isang araw, huwag tayong mag-isip ng mga negatibo buong araw. Okay? Paulit-ulit ang iniisip po natin ng mga negatibo. Ang gagawin po natin ay iset ang ating time schedule. Let's say sa umaga, meron po tayong 15 minutes lang na time na bibigay sa ating sarili na isusulat po natin ang ating mga concerns sa buhay. Lahat ng ating mga abala sa buhay. Write it down, but you only have 15 minutes. Bakit? Tinatraining natin ang ating utak at ang ating puso na huwag gawin ang permanent na tahanan ng ating katawan, ating kaisipan sa mga negatibo. You are only given 15 minutes. Bakit? Ang ating utak, gustong-gusto niya ng structure. So, sasabihin mo sa utak mo, bawal mag-isip ng problema paglampas na ng 15 minutes ko sa isang araw.
Okay.
Giginhawa po ang ating karamdaman. Okay? Ito pa. Sunlight before screen light.
Hey, sunlight before screen light.
Morning sun ay importante po para sa ating kalusugan bago bubuksan natin kaagad ang ating cellphone. Okay? Paggising sa umaga, mas mahalaga mag-exercise o magbilad sa araw ng morning sun, early morning sun, ng kahit na 10 to 15 minutes, kahit 5 minutes, bago tayo mag-pick up ng gadget. Okay?
Okay.
Nanay, please listen. Tapos ito pa para sa mga nanay na hindi nila alam magsabi ng no. Di ba ang nanay, pag tinatanong mo o humihingit ang bagay, sasabihin ng nanay ay, okay, yes. Yes na yes. Okay? So, para sa mga nanay, no is a complete sentence. Pag sinabi ng no, ibig sabihin hindi pwede. Okay? Para hindi po tayo ma-burnout. Hindi ma-burnout ang mga nanay. Sa lahat ng mga humihingi ng tulong sa iyo. Number 9, gumawa tayo ng blessings notebook or journal. Isulat po natin lahat ng ating mga blessings sa buhay. Mga nanay, Pag binasa po natin yan, siguro ang haba ng listahan po ninyo. Ito naman, finally, the last tip is 1% is better than forget to change 100%. Ibig sabihin, pag New Year's, di ba? New Year, new me. Ang laki ng ating goal sa buhay. How about 1% lang na improvement araw-araw? Para pagdating sa Pasko, 100% ka na. So, ibig sabihin, hinay-hinay lang, baby steps sa lahat ng ating mga goals sa buhay. Ito ang bonus tip. Do not be stressed. Mag-deep breath po tayo ng 5 counts, mag-hold ng 4 counts, pagkatapos, i-exhale ng 6 counts.
Okay.
In 1 minute, mawawala ang stress po natin. Ang ating budget today ay uminom ng tubig, matulog ng sapat, at gumawa ng 10 squats today. Libreng gamot po yan. At huwag po tayo mag-overthinking. Isulat lahat ng problema. At finally, mga nanay, ang kailangan po nating lahat ay isang yakap. Yan ang tinatawag natin na yakap sin.
Yeah, so yakap.
Napakaganda. Yan po ang happy, healthy at iba pa ngayong araw na ito, the day before Mother's Day. Magbabalik po kami kagad. Makakausap natin si Mr. Marlon Stockinger, mga car maintenance tips dahil napakamahal ng gasolina ngayon para maging efficiente ang inyong mga sasakyan. Standby mo mga kaibigan, we'll be right back.
Ang bango ng sampayan, tara na magsayawan.
Calefacton, amoy nakaka-joyful.
Ang bango ng sampayan, tara na magsayawan.
Calefacton, amoy nakaka-joyful.
Ito ay bunsod ng naitalang 17 individual na ang kanilang naaresto.
Metro Manila Development Authority o MMDA ang No Contact Apprehension Policy o NCAP sa Metro Manila.
Sa ang ilang mga dokumento ay peke. Hindi rin legal ang employment na ipinangako sa kanila.
Sa mata ng batas, mananagot ang sangkot at may sala. Dahil sa bawat paglabag, may karampatang parusa. Alamin ang mga pananagutan sa likod ng mga bawal. Dito sa Hoy! Bawal Yan! Tuwing Sabado, alas 11:30 ng umaga. Dito lang sa DZRH TV.
Una sa Pilipinas, una sa Pilipino. Saan ka man sa mundo, tayo Pilipino.
Nagsimula sa pangarap hanggang sa maabot ang tagumpay. Iba't ibang kwento.
Kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo yan.
Po ang programang Kaya Mo Yan sa DZRH. Sa bahagi ito natin programa, makakausap namin ni partner Cory at ni partner Emer, si Mr. Marlon Stockinger, isa sa pinakamagaling at kinilalang race driver na Pilipino na umabot hanggang F1, partner Cory. Marlon, welcome. Despite your busy schedule, Marlon, welcome to the show.
Hi, Marlon.
Hello everyone. Hi Cory. Hi Tito Ricky. Nice. Thank you for having me, by the way, on the show and thinking of me. Excited to have a wonderful interview with you all.
Yes. Also with us is our partner Emer Gingon, who also follows your career as a F1 and race driver. Marlon, what keeps you busy nowadays aside from your activities related to car racing and all the motoring activities that you have, Marlon?
Yeah, thanks for the question, Tito Ricky. I think I've been very lucky after having my start out in racing, my career, which took me to Europe, the opportunity to obviously race and represent the Philippines, and show what our country can do in the world of motorsport. You know, winning Monaco, being able to test a Formula One car, bring that Formula One car to the streets of Manila, which was one of the proudest moments in my career, showing what the Filipino can do, is capable of in a sport like racing. And I'm just very blessed that I've had this opportunity, you know, like in terms of my career, finding a place in entrepreneurship and business. One of them being obviously Radical Motorsports, where we were able to now structure the fastest racing series here in the country. We're a sports car dealership. We're now coming into the 5th season of the Racing Championship of the Challenge, of the Radical Challenge Philippines. And also my endeavor in a startup called Meta Motors, where we do live interactive racing. So we use simulators that connect to basically RC cars using Wi-Fi and 5G. It's a very accessible, affordable way for people all over the world to get into motorsport. As we know, racing is obviously very expensive. And this is just my way of developing access and new opportunities to kind of like try our best in humbling the sport and giving people that experience of what I was very blessed to have in my motorsport career. So, yeah.
Well, we know that you started very early, Marlon. Tell our listeners and our televiewers, at what age did you get into motorsport?
Look at that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I basically was into racing before, and before that I was too young because I was like 8 years old. So my other choices were either becoming an astronaut, a fireman, you know, because that's all I knew. I was very young, right? And yeah, 8 years old. My dad, he had like I think his early midlife crisis, and he said he was gonna go karting, and then he had he got me curious because I would keep seeing him come back to the apartment. Then I'd smell like that racing fuel. There's a helmet there, a suit. So obviously, what 8-year-old boy wouldn't be curious and wonder like what his dad's doing on the race weekends? He took me to Carmona. And then that's where it all started. That's when I knew I was gonna be in racing for the rest of my life.
Well, of course, we brought you into the show, Cory and Emer. Nag-uusap kami, no? And because you drive fast cars, it's important that they're maintained well, right?
Yeah.
Now, to the typical driver, the one that drives a TNVS, the typical driver that drives his motorcycle, what is the most the best way that you should do to maintain it, to keep it running well, Marlon?
I think so I'll just share my trick basically, and it's something I always learned at the racetrack is you know, we live in this very fast, modern, technological world. But I'm still old school in the sense of like when I want to remember things, I always write it down. So I basically carry like a notebook specifically for my car, because I believe if you want to have a healthy running car, you're the one, especially if you drive it. Let's say we're speaking about drivers who commute and drive themselves with their vehicles. You know that car better than any mechanic because you're the one driving it every day. Let's say you know the bumps, the tweaks, you know, the history. So usually when I have like a ledger of all the things I'm doing on the car, and I'm aware of, let's say, what I need to change, when the next service is, or if there's a problem, I can, you know, best describe, let's say, to the mechanic when you take it to the service, and hopefully the turnaround's just that much quicker. So tip number one is if you want to really know your car, write things down, things you want to fix or change, because that's always going to be the case with your vehicle. If you don't want to have like a unhealthy car, and write it in a notebook. Designate that for the car you use.
In other words, sabi ni Marlon, mga kababayan, magdala kayo ng notebook. At ilagay nyo doon yung mga nangyayari at mga maintenance na schedule ng inyong mga sasakyan.
Pero kailangan mag-ipon din ng pera para sa
That's true.
Diba? Okay, Ricky, your signal. Okay.
Sure. Hindi pwedeng hindi mag-change oil, di ba, Marlon? Hindi pwedeng hindi i-check yung
makina.
For example, di ba, makina ay tatakbo kung if it's checked regularly.
Yeah.
Tama, Marlon?
Yes, that's true, Tito Ricky. I mean, again, just being on top of your service, don't take if you see any warning lights on the dash, just be diligent, because you don't want to be not aware of what's going on with your car. And then being able to have a regular maintenance checkup prevents you from, making more bayad further down the line, no? I mean, if you want to save money, maybe need to spend a little bit on the service, but doing the service, keeping on top of what your car needs will save you a lot more money further down the line. Because, for example, if let's say you don't fill up your tires properly and then you end up with a flat tire, but maybe the tire might break and then it might damage the rim, you end up paying more money.
Yeah.
So simple things like go to the fuel station, check how much air or PSI you need. Usually it says that on the side of your car, right? With the sticker, like the requirements.
Yeah.
Paying attention to these things, as simple as having enough air basically in your tires for your car. I think a lot of people forget about that, especially if you go on a long road trip. It's important, and it will save you money further down the line. I mean, I was also a driver for the first time on the road at some point in my life, and I had to learn the lessons the hard way, by not paying attention to those things when I was younger. So now with the experience, hopefully what I'm sharing, people don't need to experience that and pay to learn that lesson,
Yeah. Well, si Emmer, go ahead, Cory.
I have to ask you, Marlon, as a driver, I read it somewhere. The best time to load gas in your car is not noontime, not when it's very hot, because they say that the gasoline will dissipate faster with the heat. That you have to load the car early morning or at sunset. Is that correct?
I would have to ask ChatGPT to be sure, but I think there could be a reason for that. I mean, usually, like I can speak maybe on the fueling side more when we're at the racetrack, and we notice that engine performance picks up when it's early in the morning or late afternoon. Here, at least in like a tropical country like the Philippines, because the air is not as thick because of the heat, so you actually get better engine performance. So usually when the track's cooler, you end up actually going faster, and that's relative to how hot the track gets. So maybe there could be a reason for that in the fueling side, but don't quote me on it because I'm actually not 100% sure, but that's something I'll definitely research after this, Cory.
You experience once.
Let's ask Petron.
Yeah.
Diba, partner? May
Well,
segment.
si Emmer also has inquiries because he's also thinking of doing hybrid. Marlon, what's your comment on the shift to electric and hybrid?
Yes.
Yeah. I think, look, there's a lot of, I guess, maybe, or there's more of a focus on that given, the geopolitical situation we're all going through, right? And there are so many wonderful choices, let's say. I mean, you can go from still lineups of diesel cars to gasoline to hybrid to EV, especially with the new players in the market. I mean, it's we're spoiled for choices. I think, in times of, let's say, fuel price increases, I think really doing your own research and not, let's say, panic buying just because of like a new situation. Yes, the price hit for all of us. We've had to kind of like think about how we consume our energy, not just fuel, right? Overall, like it's reaching different parts of our everyday lives that we're kind of paying for in regards to the geopolitical situation. So I think don't rush your decision, do your research, don't just follow the trends. And then you'll end up finding out really what you like to drive or prefer to drive. I mean, that's the beauty of also living in this modern age is we can also do our own research. You can talk to proper dealerships, and you'll end up most probably finding the best car for the current situation. I think best bang for buck really is the hybrid space, because you still have the option for an engine along with the EV capability. That's really impressive. The regeneration, the amount of mileage you're getting, and the fact that you can still use fuel, in that aspect. I think for where we are here in the Philippines, yes, there are a growing number of charging stations, but we don't have as many as where those initiatives are bigger, let's say in the West, like in Europe, for example. So hybrid's that safe place where you don't need the charging station. You have the option to charge at home. But when you're on the road and maybe you're worried about like if you're going to run out of battery, you can switch back to the normal engine and consume the fuel instead. So I think hybrid for looking around at our environment in the Philippines, that's really your safest bet.
But are all hybrids the same?
I think, Corey, no. From what I'm learning, like there are some cars, they have the EV capability, the recharge that helps with the fuel consumption, for instance. But like, let's say in full EV mode, you'd only maybe get up to 40 kilometers per hour before you get back into using the engine, right? In the case of some other cars, you can actually use full EV at any speed and transition back to the, let's say, the HEV at any speed as well. So it really depends, I guess, on which manufacturer you'd go for, what your preference is as, let's say, a consumer. But there's the technology is so vast. So I think again, there's a lot of options basically.
Emer, nasagot ba yung tanong mo?
Is you have so many millions of fans. The youth are, because you also is a celebrity look-alike of Blackie Manzano, here in the Philippines. When will you have a chance to have a training center, academy here in the Philippines so that the youth can really learn the safety, and the availability of education, educating them the right, responsible driving?
Yeah, Emmer, thank you for the great question. No? I think here really, that's kind of one of my dreams. Is the most important thing I think I can do in the Philippines. I mean, other than racing, as much as I love it, but I did get the honor of being able to race abroad at a very high level with the world's best. Many of them who are currently racing in F1 or have raced in F1. And really, I think the biggest value I can give back, at least here in the Philippines, is all that knowledge and expertise that I learned over the course of my campaigns, racing with the best drivers. So the first step was establishing a legitimate, quick racing series, which is Radical. This has been really like a renaissance in terms of being able to share with, whether you're a businessman who maybe always wanted to be a racing driver, they're on our grids, or the young kids coming up from go-karting. Radical is actually a really good first step and platform into maybe pursuing an F4 career or going to Le Mans or racing into GTs. Actually, we have three of our previous champions who are now currently racing internationally, whether it be Formula 4, GTs in Korea with the Toyota Supra, or in Japan in like Mini Coopers or GTs as well. So my next stage and phase is basically academy. For sure is something I'd love to have well on the way. So it's a lot closer than we think. I'm already working on that. But really, the first step was the race series.
I have another question, exciting question. Do you think the Philippines is ready for F1 Philippines?
You know what, Corey? I think we're ready. I mean, if you just ask me, like, in everyone's hearts from across all the people I've met, and if I see how many talented young drivers and the mechanics, the teams, the heart and soul of racing, from go-karting all the way to the top level that we have here in Radical, we definitely have the passion for it. I think, if we want to see F1 here in the Philippines, I think we all thought it would be impossible, or we'd never see that day. At least throughout my career, I was able to show that, we can get into an F1 seat. We've been able to bring the first ever Formula One car and drive it here in the streets of Manila, and, like, for instance, BGC for several years. So, maybe having a track, maybe pushing for that one talent that can shine and get into an F1 seat. I think we're ready for that, but it needs a plan. Like anything, it needs structure. I think we can't do it alone. It's a team effort. But I think seeing the community, how much it's growing, how popular F1 has become because of Netflix, for instance, with Drive to Survive, more people getting access behind the scenes of the narratives, the stories of what these drivers go through, and making them more human and relatable. More people can appreciate the sport, and hopefully we all see it in our lifetime that we can bring F1 here to the Philippines. I think we'd love it. That's for sure. Yeah.
Marlon, we know you're very busy. You're in the event. Your final driving tip for the young drivers.
Yeah. I think really the most important, and I learned that very quickly, racing is always inherently dangerous, right? So, but the number one thing is, when I do that on the racetrack, we have really the proper safety measures. We have ambulances, we have staff, the proper crew, the proper equipment, our Hans device that protects our necks, carbon fiber helmets, so the infrastructure is there. That's why we're able to really risk a lot more. And more often than not, if there's a serious accident, people walk away. So my best advice I can give to the youth is, don't race on the streets. It's not just your life you're risking, you're also risking other people's lives. And it's not worth doing that on public roads, your safety, even if you have people riding with you, you're responsible for that. So keep the responsible driving on the road. It's not worth it. And if you ever want to experience what racing's like, that's why we have racetracks. That's why things like Radical race cars. You can do it in a safe environment. and all the infrastructure is there, right? So don't
Great,
race on the streets. And if you ever want to do that, there are many ways to experience that.
Very, very well said from the
Yeah.
champion. Thank you,
Yeah.
Marlon. And
Thanks,
hope to
Marlon.
have you again when the F1 arrives in the Philippines.
Yeah, we're all gonna be there. We're gonna make it happen. That's my mission.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you,
Marlon
everyone.
Stockinger. Maraming salamat and keep your eyes on the road.
Yep.
See you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Salamat. Thank you, guys.
All right.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Alas 5 na.
Ako naman ni Marlon.
Mga huling pagbati. Partner Connie, Partner Emer. Huling pagbati.
Ayun, Happy Mother's Day sa lahat ng mga nanay sa Pilipinas.
Tomorrow.
Sa mundo, lalo
Yeah.
na mga overseas o mga OFW community. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. Okay, Emer?
Tingnan rin yung mga nag-go. Natapos ko lang ng solar roofing dito, ang Celson Solar Energy Group. At of
Okay,
course,
good.
Magno Casins. Nandyan, nag-reunion kami. Professor Alex Magno
Ako rin.
kasi
Yeah, nakita ko. Okay.
Uy, pag-usapan nga natin ng solar next time.
Okay, sa next episode, yun ang topic natin. Si Emer magdadala ng topic. Tandaan nyo. Tandaan nyo, tuwing Sabado, alas 4 hanggang 5 na hapon, ako si Chairman Ricky.
Ako si Cory Quirino.
Ever Magno Gingon on your service.
Ang inyong paboritong programa, Kaya
Mo. Yeah.
Bye! Happy weekend!
Happy weekend.